The Salzkammergut region, just to the west of Salzburg, is Austria's Lake District. It may not be top of the list on most people's ski destinations, but the scenery is stunning and people come here for a different reason. Visiting the old churches, taking a museum, maybe a spot of cross-country skiing. They come here for the peace, the quiet and the tranquility. Best avoid it on one weekend of the year though. Joring has been around in Austria pretty much since they invented motorbikes. It's like water skiing without the water. You've got a motorbike, a rope and a skier. Now I've got the skis and what I need is a bike rider.
I'd accepted a challenge to take part in the annual Ski Joring event in Gosau against 40 other pairs of bike riders and skiers. With just one day of training on the track, it was a good job I had professional help.
Nice to meet you.
You're going to do the bike riding?
Yeah.
I'm going to hang on the back.
Yeah. You have to train a little bit and to show you something different to the downhill race we did before. And because we have to work together, it's important for me. I don't brake. It's your work.
Right, okay.
Yeah. We are on the straight, we are on full.
Yeah.
Around about 80 km/h.
So 50 miles an hour?
Yeah.
80 kilometers
minimum.
An hour. Right. Okay. We better get training because that sounds complicated.
It's different.
Sounds difficult, yeah. Didn't realise it'd be that much work.
I had a lot to think about. Joe was the organiser of the race and had invited me along. We had to work together as a team, and as a total beginner, I had a lot to learn.
So here we go, this is the straight. Slightly uphill this bit. Whoa!
Training started well. My job was to control the drift of the bike and apply the brakes. And that's as difficult as it sounds. But we were starting to work together.
We ran a bit too wide on that corner. That was better.
I was feeling good about our chances until I made my first mistake.
You broken it.
My fault, but I couldn't hang on. I let go of the rope. It bounced up and got caught in the chain and then it snapped it. So if that happens in the race, we're done for. I won't let go. I won't let go in the race.
It was a real wake-up call. This was Joe's event. He'd invited me to Austria and at the moment I was worried I might embarrass him. I started to make more mistakes and really began to doubt if we'd be good enough to race.
It's actually much harder technically than I thought it was going to be. You know, this is like training day. When you've got a couple of hundred bikes herring around here, it's going to be a whole different story, especially with other races on the track as well. And I can just see it's just going to be absolute mayhem. And yeah, it should be properly scary tomorrow. We need more training because right now we're not going to win. We're not going to finish.
To make matters worse, heavy snow had started to fall, which made visibility difficult. After just 2 hours, we had to call it a day. Things had not gone well. But hey, I love a challenge.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be dangerous. It is going to be dangerous. And I love it. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Motocross racing and ski racing combined. Couldn't be better.
Race day. The quiet little village we'd been training in had been transformed. All the riders had a chance to practice before the race itself started, so I took the opportunity to scope out the competition.
We were much faster than that yesterday.
But who was I kidding? My confidence was short-lived.
That foot of new snow that fell last night has completely changed the track. Joe is really struggling. I think he might be changing his bike because even down the straights he was having no control whatsoever.
A change in bike and a change in fortunes. Things began to work for us as a team, and as the other riders went out, they were helping compact the snow, which made the course easier for everyone. With an hour to go until the first heat, I was in need of some advice.
What tips do I need to learn as a skier? What do I need to be doing to try and keep Joe
You must try to stand on the seat.
Yeah.
It's the only problem. When you fall down.
Don't fall. I won't fall.
Yes.
No.
It sounded simple, but the tension was building. The whole town had turned out to see who would be the ski Joring champion this year. I was desperate to win. The first two heats were a wake-up call. One skier had already dislocated his shoulder, and the ambulance staff were busy. Training on the track by myself was one thing, but adding 10 other motorbikes and skiers into the mix was quite another.
So we're the third heat, and they put the piece machine onto the track to smooth it out, but it's actually made it really, really slippy. It's worse now than before they pieced it. Got to be really, really careful. Here we go.
Joe made a great start, which meant we were leading into the first corner, and after all our problems, it felt good to be out in front. With a clear track, we were flying down the straights. No one could catch us. We'd won our heat.
We're through. We're through to the semi-finals. I think it's going to get tougher from here on in now.
Now, I'll be the first to admit, I can be quite competitive. It's the downhill racer in me. The adrenaline had kicked in and the semi-final could not have come around quickly enough. It was absolute carnage at the start, but Joe was nailing it, taking us away from the falling skiers and into another early lead. He was racing like a man possessed and we were miles ahead of the field.
Yes, I love that checkered flag! Yes! Woo! We're in the final, baby! Yeah!
Unbelievable, we were in the final. I could taste victory. Time to psych out the favourite, last year's German winner.
Hi, I'm Graham.
I'm Florian.
You won this race last year.
Yeah, last year, yeah.
You were the winner.
Yeah.
Are you going to win again?
Yeah.
You're going to try?
Yeah, I think so.
We'll see you in the final. Well, we won't see you in the final because you'll be behind us.
No, I came from the back.
I'd only met Joe yesterday, but I felt we'd come a long way in a short space of time. So far, it had been a real team effort. The whole town was waiting for the big race, and so were we.
I'm really nervous. My heart is starting to go now. Because I really want to do it for Joe. And I know he's the organiser and the commentator, and he's doing everything, but I think he's allowed to win. I think so.
A good start was vital, and Joe made it, narrowly avoiding a huge crash again. We were in front as we completed lap 1, but I could feel the German pair breathing down our necks. Florian wasn't going to give up his title easily. They were pulling closer and closer, and we just couldn't get away. We were clinging on, but there was drama to come. The German rider nudged Joe's back wheel. He was forced into the bank, and they went flying past. I was gutted. Their experience had told they knew how to win, clean or dirty. We trailed in a distant second.
Congratulations, guys. Yeah, good one. Well, that's not so bad. Second. It's a mad sport. I never thought I'd be on skis with a motorcycle there, and I'm fighting with a motorcycle on skis. Brilliant.
So, a controversial German win again, and a Britain second.
Joe, well done. That's for you.
Thanks.
Cheers. Cheers.
Well, there's always next year.
Gibt es mit neu, ich denke mal.